Okay, so one of the technology reviews that I did was on Poplet, and this is just a really cool site that I was able to explore more. This allows you to just make interactive multimedia graphic organizers. So we're going to talk a little bit more about it. Um, so just like different instructions for use and how to access it, it's really easy. So when I was signing up and making one, basically you just go into the top right corner. If you already have an account, you log in, or not. If not, you click sign up. Then after that, you click make a new Poplet and you can select a name and a background or a different board color. I think something that I really want to emphasize is that this is free for anyone and there's no account needed, but you can feel like you can create one just so that you can save all of your projects in one place. Compatibility is a big thing with this learning tool because it's just an online website that anybody can use, and it just allows you to create different um, forms. So you could do graphic organizers, timelines. There's a lot of different visual organizers that you can use. I think that overall this is just a great choice for the introduction of web tools because it's very easy to use, and I think it's just a great option for students to start brainstorming and getting their ideas out online rather than just on paper. So it kind of gets their brain working on other areas. Um, so the purpose of Poplet is that it can just be very beneficial in a classroom setting. It's a good way to have students represent what they are learning, and also just with their peers, it's a good way for them to start collaborating and getting used to that aspect. You also can import your videos into the Poplet or different images. So if you were doing a project on science, you could insert like a lab that you did, or have just like different images on that. And then also when you're done, you can export it as a PDF. So like that's a good way to just print it out easily and then turn it in. There's many different features that we're going to talk about. So you can create a timeline of events. So you could, like, if it was a history assignment, they can organize their thoughts. I think that the biggest thing that I like is that you can collaborate with your peers because collaboration is just, I feel like, a big aspect of education and like getting used to working with others, and having them do this at a young age, especially while incorporating technology, is just a really like important aspect that students can start to work on. You also can see different examples of other students' work, and you can compare and contrast. Like if there was a unit on Venn diagrams, they can start to look at that. Um, and then just a little bit more about how to use it. So it's very easy. When I was doing it, I didn't really have any difficulties, but you can just click make a new Poplet. You can name your Poplets and pick a color. So you can say like, and then like blanks Poplet on social studies. And then just taking a look inside, you can add different web maps and different layouts to your board. And then once it's created, you can start to use it. So you can share it with other students, and this can be shown through group work and homework and having them communicate with their peers more. And you can also change the text box colors. So you can have one partner be in blue and one partner be in pink so that the teacher can see what was done where. A big point I want to point out is that there's an app for this in the App Store, so you can use it on the iPad or the phone, which just adds for more places it can be used. I chose to implement this in second grade, and then I have a lot of different lesson plans here, but one of the ones that I thought would be really interesting for second graders to use would be on the first day of school, to have each kid make an all about me page, so with their picture in the middle, and then pictures of them, or facts about them on the outer part, just because and then they can share it with their peers, and then their peers can kind of get to know them while using the Poplet app as well. So I thought that'd be just an easy way to start to work on it on the first day of school. So now we're going to talk about the SAMR levels. And the first one we're going to talk about is augmentation, which is basically just when a new resource replaces an old one. So I thought that this was shown when students work on the same project of web mapping, but they're taking it a step further from paper and making it more into technology, and this just takes the learning a step further. I also chose to have it go to modification because it takes the lesson and modifies it and takes advantage of the other possibilities that they could do. So this could be during group work and just taking advantage of like collaborating and being interactive within the project. They can interact at home or at school, so like just they're seeing their full possibilities. Then the last one was redefinition, which is the creation of new lessons or activities that would not have otherwise been possible. So obviously all of my second grade ideas were new collaboration and activities. And I felt like we talked about multiple areas that we could be creative by rather than just being a pen and paper. They're transforming the projects and making it just more visually. Um, and so lastly, I just have a student example of one that I was working on. And so in the middle, it's just like a social studies one and like Earth. So it's like these are just different facts about Earth. So just overall, you see Poplet is a great tool for mapping, and I think this is a great way to just create and have students be creative. So yeah, you should definitely go check it out.